What's happening, traders? Welcome to another live trading session. It's Emmanuel from LiveFree, and today we're in the charts. We're taking a look at gold. It is April 12th. Currently right now 9:14. I'm coming to the market a little bit later just because I didn't have much expectation for Friday. I've been watching it a little bit and we've been seeing some consolidation. But right now gold has been making all-time highs. We are currently in a strong bullish uptrend, and right now that's kind of my main focus, to look for an opportunity to be a buyer. One of the things I've noticed with gold is we've been getting the big pushes later on in the day, which is also why I decided to not do my usual 7:30 and kind of see if price is going to give us a later opportunity. As we scale down to the lower time frame here, looking at price potentially making a new all-time high if the market really wants to. We've just been making higher highs and higher lows, but we've been doing it in a way that's a little bit tricky. We can see more sellers coming to the market for sure, but overall right now we are in a buyer's market. We have the London low right here, which is one of the things I pay attention to, or I like to pay attention to, because it gives me just what to expect for the New York session. With gold right now, there's a lot of fundamental factors. It's not just technical. We're seeing this big push. So for sellers to come to the market, they would need a lot of fundamental support, and I don't believe that sellers currently have that. So my focus right now is to find a buy opportunity as I come into the market. What I'm seeing right now is we're still making higher highs and higher lows on price. So to be honest, for me, I want to be a buyer, and I think this is going to be a great opportunity for me to get involved in a buy. There we go. So we got two entry points right there. We're supposed to be 10 standard, but I think probably from my previous day of scaling out, my position turned out to be 5. So now obviously one of my position is going to be a little bit different, but overall that's okay. So I'm just going to place my stop loss at the same place here. Right there we got one position, and we got two positions on board. Overall, what I'm going to be looking for is for price to take out 2,400. So what we're seeing here with gold right now, we're seeing more buyers coming to the market overall. The main thing to pay attention to is the market structure. Even though we are within a consolidation range, price is still making higher highs and higher lows, which counts for something. We're seeing, these market structure hold and these market structures stay in place. So for me, as I come into the market, that's what I'm looking for. The reason why I am taking any possible trade right now, even on Friday, is because gold is making all-time highs, and I feel like with the high that we have on the 1 hour time frame, if we go over to the 1 hour time frame there, we can kind of see that it's a little subpar. Like, I think that price is going to push higher again, and then we can likely see maybe more sellers potentially coming to the market. I'm definitely still maintaining my bullish bias overall. If the market breaks above this high or trades over to this high, I'm going to be taking something off the table, which I'm in anticipation of. But look, guys, this is the main thing, right? You got to come into the market and you got to focus on just being as consistent as possible. A lot of these materials, a lot of the reason why I will post these trades are and even do live trading sessions with my community is because you need to see how you win and how you handle your losses, and that's an opportunity that they get to see with me, and I'm relatively transparent with all of it, right? Because it's important to see that. The main thing is you come into the market and you're doing the same thing day in and day out. You're not worried about whether you're going to lose or whether you're going to win. You're simply focusing on your execution and doing the best you can in that realm. So right now, technically, I can close this position out if I want to, but like I said, I'm going to be using this position as my main area. There's going to be a lot of traction in this level. I think price needs to generate enough liquidity to break above, and I'm hoping the market has it. Has the ability to do so. I'm hoping that price has the ability to do so. And yeah, let's see. So we're seeing the market pull back now and potentially come and hit our stop loss. So it's 9:30 as well, and we're seeing the stock market open. We're 2 pips away from getting stopped out. If the market now decides to just run up it's without stopping us out. So overall, it would have been a pretty lucky position where price just did its thing, broke below, and then give us a stop out. So I wouldn't mind if that was the case, but I do feel like there's a large possibility that we're going to be seeing, lower prices on this particular move here. I am grateful to have my stop loss essentially where I had my stop loss, because price literally traded down to the T, traded down to it. At least one of my positions should have been taken out, should have been triggered. But overall, I didn't panic. It was a little like, okay, I prepared myself for the worst case scenario. Now we're seeing the market move. But this is it, guys. You got to show up in the market, and you got to be consistent, and you have to manage yourself, and you have to manage your emotional state, and kind of prepare for the kind of like anything, the worst case scenario. The reason why I'm trading today on it being Friday is mainly because we are making all-time highs, and right now gold isn't just purely driven by technicals. There's a lot of fundamental push in the market with, buyers are really strong right now. If you've been buying and holding gold, you've probably been making a lot of money. If you've been scalping gold, you're also doing well, as long as you've been, being on the buyer side. So that's my main focus right now. I want to see, more buy opportunities. I want, price to give me an opportunity to take something off the table. All right, so right now we're sitting on a little bit of a consolidation. I love when I get in price and it starts to consolidate, but overall, this is still good. It still supports a buy trade, because all we have to do essentially is for price to break above this accumulation zone. And the fact that price is accumulating right now means that when the market does break, it's going to be breaking above with a lot of volume. And the last couple of minutes in the New York session, we've been seeing price just move sideways. So gold is funny because it's been doing this, essentially almost all week, small movements at the beginning of the session, and then we start to see the big pushes, later on, which is what we're currently seeing right now. You have to understand the market that you're coming into, and that's why I'm a big believer in showing up and doing the same thing every day, because you start to observe, and then you can also adapt when those things happen. Overall, right now, we are up around 3 grand, so I can definitely close. Look at that. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we've been waiting for. And I'm going to close, I believe, this position off the table. Today's trade was a little bit of, especially with price trading further down and not taking us out on this trade, I almost got stopped out, but I am very, very grateful that I did not. We've captured way more than 30 peps on our first scale out. But the reason why I came into the market today was mainly because of this. This is what I was anticipating. So what I'm doing right now with my second position is I need somewhere to essentially trail this position. I need to be able to trail this position and move it to a low. And I want the next low to form so I can essentially, take something off the table. So you know what? Maybe I'm just even going to close one more. Let's see if price comes down further down. I may just decide to close one standard lot off, or move my stop loss to break even. That's ideally what I'd like to do. But it's Friday, and even though I'm expecting a lot from the market, I am also trying to take as much as I can from it. Yeah, I may want to take something off the table some more. So overall on this trade so far, we have secured, almost 4 grand. Yeah, I just want to secure a little bit, a little bit more. But the main thing is coming out and not being afraid to execute your overall idea when you see it. And sometimes you will come in and you may have to try multiple times to execute the idea. You may have to try more than once. It may not be smooth sailing in the beginning. You may get stopped out. That's why I believe in having multiple strikes in the market, where you come into the market and you give yourself like 1 or 2 strikes. Because if you see something that is likely going to happen in the market, and which you likely do because you're a great technical analyst, most traders are, it's just putting yourself in a position where you can say, okay, if the market stops me out, this is how I'm going to manage my overall position, and so on and so forth. We're up and price is running, and I think that we can likely see, some pretty big push to the upside today. Yeah, so I'm grateful. It's very good to wrap up my week, like this. But this is the one thing you got to do, guys. You just got to come in. You got to show up. Not just showing up in the market, but also showing up for yourself as well, and really believe in yourself. Like, work on yourself just as much as you work on your trading. I would say even more, because trading is a reflection of you. You're going to be dealing with so many setbacks, especially when you first start off. So it's important that you're able to manage your emotions. You're able to manage yourself. You don't beat yourself up after a loss. You handle your wins like a champion. You handle your losses like a champion as well. But this is a performance-based sport. And a lot of the time when I show up, I don't have time to be worrying about whether I lose or whether I win. The only thing I worry about is my execution, and you can have a perfect execution and price could have still done what it did today, which is come literally 2 peps to my stop loss, and then essentially move in my favor. So I'm pretty grateful. So I want to find somewhere where I can secure a little bit more in terms of profit, maybe even move my stop loss down to this low. I don't care if I get stopped out here, and it looks like we're going to get stopped out on this one. There we go. So we've been stopped out there. Overall, that's it, guys. I've been in the market for a couple of probably less than an hour, I would say. That's it, guys. I am done for the day. I am going to essentially just enjoy my weekend, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekend as well. Believe in yourself. Keep shooting for the stars. If you ever get an email from me, it will read shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be among the stars. Dream big and understand that any goal that you have and you want can be manifested, can accomplish. Just got to focus on trading as a craft. It is not a get rich quick, and these results don't guarantee that that's the same thing that you're also going to get. My message is always love, peace, and prosperity. Hope you're out there living free. Cheers.